Oh, you can hear me. I forgot. Welcome, everybody. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Nick Johnson, good to see you. Patsy Smith, Bidoin, Gary Roberts. Julian, good to see you from Germany. Michael also in Long Island. Alan Coleman, happy Christmas from Portugal, worldwide. Tucson, Arizona. MC Carlos. Quentin James. Young, I wouldn't call myself young anymore, but thank you, I appreciate it. Quentin James is in Louisville, Kentucky. Jim Waller, good to see you. You know what, if musicians, if you're watching this, I presume you're a musician if you're watching. Julian is the tipster that gave us the information for today's stream. I've got some really interesting news to share once I get started with the regular show. If you're a musician watching, here's your Christmas chord. Look, check this out. Do you think that's the most Christmassy chord there is? Ben Waltz. Ready? Maybe. You wanna know what that chord is? That chord is right. So if you wanna, let's learn this chord together. So C major, up 2 frets is that open kind of D sound. You know, you go from C to D to slide up 2 frets. Right, but if you flatten the first finger to cover both strings here. So you're playing the G and the B string on the 3rd fret. You get that. Stardance, got it. Augmented, D augmented. It's like it's waiting to go. It's waiting to go back into the song, right? It's the hanging on there to resolve to. Dreaming of a white Christmas. Ready? Let it hang on. Dreaming of a white. You know, White Christmas is the most played song ever. Ever. Not just the most played Christmas song, it's the most played song ever written. And it was actually written, I was reading last night, it was actually written about Who's the composer? Was it Gershwin? Composer lost his son, 3 weeks old. So it's about every Christmas singing about his lost son. When you think about it like that, it's really sad. And there's certainly not a white Christmas where I am. It's a foggy, grey Christmas. I promise I'll finish the song though. So welcome one and all. Thanks for joining me. I wasn't sure if I should go live today or not. Let me just turn the reverb off my microphone here. Oh, wait. Is the reverb on the guitar? Yeah. Oh, it is. Wow. That's how sensitive my guitar is. The reverb you hear is through the guitar, not through the headset. Welcome to my Christmas room today. We've got some good things to talk about. So this is what Santa brought me. Actually, I've had this for a while. This is a Cole Clark Angel 3. And the idea with this guitar is to eventually retire my Angel 2 that I've used for so long and eventually use this. But like a lot of people find, this guitar is so nice. I love this guitar. The action on this out of the box was incredible. The neck feels fantastic, the thickness of it, because sometimes there is variance with these things. I think it looks fantastic. I love the inlays and I love the look of the top. It looks a bit weird because I'm using the green screen. That's not, the abalone shouldn't look like that normally. So forgive that. You're actually seeing like the picture, you're actually seeing like there's holes in the guitar. That's not how it looks in person. So eventually, when someone buys my Angel 2, I shall replace it with this. But because no one's bought it yet, I'm still using the Angel 2 because this is such a beautiful guitar. I know as soon as I take this out, although I really want to take this out. I freaking love this guitar. But I know when I take it out, I'll be scared of it getting knocked around. Look at that back. Look at that. I just love it. But this is a particularly good one that I found. I've been looking for a replacement for that guitar for a while. I tried one. The neck was a bit too thin because there's tolerances there. I've played some of the actions not set low enough for me. That's obviously can be changed, but this one out of the box is a perfect action. I just love it. I love this guitar, and this will become my gigging guitar because I love it, and I think it looks better than the other one. So if you want to buy my other one, then you can send me an email. You can buy it off me. I'm going to sell it, but I haven't. I'm not going to start gigging this until I sell that guitar, and I have to start gigging it. I'm sure you understand what I'm trying to say because I just love this. This is amazing. This sounds amazing unplugged as well, which is something they won't believe in the forums, but it's true. Irving Berlin, thanks Lee. That's what I meant. Yeah, about his son, 3 weeks, passing away after 3 weeks only. Yeah. So this is amazing, and I don't understand why more people don't play these guitars. You can tell me in the chat. I always ask people on this channel, like, why? Why is there a resistance to playing a guitar like this? Well, they say, well, you're not very available. That's true. This came from America, but it's true. Like, they're not the easiest guitars to find. Okay, I agree with that. On the other hand, because they're not so popular over here, if you find one used, you can get a great deal on one, as I'm finding, trying to sell mine. People say they don't sound good acoustically. That's simply not true. I will do some recordings of this at some point. This sounds very good in the room. Yes, okay. It's got a thicker top and sides that you might have from like a Martin, where the people like the Martin because they feel it like flapping around in their lap, right? This one doesn't do that, but it's still loud and sounds very nice acoustically. I really like the sound of this guitar unplugged. I'll definitely do a comparison with another guitar at some point. But it just ticks all the boxes for me. And the pickup system, as you can hear, is just remarkable. I don't think there's any system I've tried. The Maiden gets close. The Anthem is very impressive for what it is as a third-party system. But this is still my number one system. I mean, mainly because it does all this stuff so well. Look. Let me turn my microphone off. When I put this microphone up, the microphone will be off. So check this out. So, yeah, people sometimes ask me about what's the best pickup system for percussive sounds. Well, there's nothing that beats this. Maiden gets close, but it doesn't have that amount of body percussion if that's what you're looking for. Okay. So the news is this. Our friend Julian sent me a message today. No other than Christmas Day. It's funny how sometimes this news comes out on the Christmas Day. And when they announced this new pickup system in the guitars, it was actually announced on New Year's Day. Well, the news for today, for Christmas Day, which might make your Christmas, is another brand of guitar is going to ship with this exact system in it. So this is the highest Cole Clark you can get without going to custom shop, right? This is not a cheap guitar. But there's going to be a very affordable guitar. In fact, it's shipping now from certain places, which is going to be well under $1,000, but will have the exact same pickup system. So this is I think this is huge news. Like, this system is no longer 100% proprietary to Cole Clark. It's going to be available in another guitar. What does this mean for the industry? Is it going to be available in other guitars? Could they potentially license this pickup system to other manufacturers if they're willing to do this for this guitar? Well, the guitar in question is actually distributed in Australia by Cole Clark, so maybe that's the reason why. But I still think it's really interesting. I think if you're interested in the sound of the pickup and you want to try it without buying a used guitar or buying a full-on Cole Clark, you can now, for like $750, buy a guitar with the system in it and experience it. And also, what a great guitar for the stage or a backup or something at that price range. This could be the answer to many performing musicians' prayers, if you like, because many musicians agree that this system sounds phenomenal. Many guitarists, like in the old days, I didn't want to get away from Martin. In the old days, I was looking for a Martin that sounded like a Cole Clark, right? Now I've played the Cole Clark for so long. I actually love the guitars. I really mean that. I'm not just saying that at all. I really love the Cole Clark guitar. I love the feel. Some people say they don't like the feel, but I actually love the feel. I love the fact they're plecked. I love the look too. If you get a good one, I love the alternative look. I'm a complete convert, but I know there are people that are still thinking like I did. Like, well, I like Martin, and I would get one as a stage guitar, but I'm not going to spend a few grand on it. Well, now, how about if you can pick up a guitar with this pickup system for under $1,000? Are you interested now? Tell me in the comments what you think of that. What you think about that. I think there's something that we definitely should discuss, and I want to know what you think. So let me know in the chat. What do you think of the pickup system? What do you think about Cole Clark guitars? Would you ever buy one? And would you buy another brand of guitar that's under $1,000 but has exactly the same pickup system? That's the question for today. And yeah, and let me know also if you got any Christmas gifts, if you got anything music related. And I only planned one fingerstyle song. I might sing something if you want me to. I could sing Jingle Bells. But yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna noodle for a little bit. Let you type in the chat. What do you think of the sound of the guitar? Are you interested in these guitars or a cheaper model? I just want to know your thoughts. Like, are you excited? Are you as excited as me that there's going to be other options coming with this system? So you don't have to go well over $1,000 to get into that system, or are you perfectly happy with the system you're currently using? And if so, what is it? Yeah, Julian said Baton Rouge guitars. I'm going to bring it up on the screen and show you the guitar. But before I do that, I want to just see what people say about it first of all. Name that tune. Ooh. Driving home for Christmas, and wait to see your faces. Driving home for Christmas, yeah. I'm driving down the line, and I'll sing for you. You can't feel me when I get through. I hear you near me, driving in my car, driving home for Christmas. I'll play some bits today. I'll play some little bits of songs. All right, let's talk about this then. I want to see what you're saying here. So, try and answer as we go. And I'm going to in a second, I'm going to show you this model. You can tell me what you think of it, how it looks, and the specs. Quickly going to go through the chat. So, thank you, Gary. Thank you, Julian. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, MC. Thank you, Quentin. Thanks, Julian, for the tip-off today. Stardance, Jim Waller, Ben Waltz, Paul Blanton in Ohio. Lee, Merry Christmas. Rosanna, Merry Christmas. Jim, how are you doing? Thank you, Jim. Julian likes the Cole Clark. CC, not CK. Augmented chord. Yes, did you learn that? Did you all know that augmented chord? If not, are you going to add it to your chordsenal? Chad, good to see you. Guitar sounds awesome. Is that a break? No, that's so on this guitar, right? You pay more money on here for the abalone, and again, it looks weird because of that. Look, the green screen is making it look like it's hollow. So that's all abalone that's gone weird there. That's not a break. So yeah, as you know from the Martin guitars, when they put all the abalone on, you pay a lot more money. But I don't care. I think it looks really classy on here. Some like that, some don't. You know. Jim, thank you. Yeah, Irving Berlin wrote White Christmas about his son that passed away. What's the guitar? Chad, I'll get that in 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. 1 minute, Alan. So this one is the Fat Lady 3 Blackwood, all Blackwood guitar. I'm sorry, Angel 3 Blackwood, all Blackwood guitar. Baton Rouge guitars are the ones with the pickup system. I'm going to bring it up on the screen. Lee got an iPad stand and foot pedal for Christmas. Ben would like a more traditional looking guitar with the pickup. Lee says sound first and then looks. Gary says the pickup system is awesome, but it doesn't make an average guitar a great guitar. At 1K, an amazing system. If the guitar sucks, the great pickup will translate that sound. That's true. This is the weird thing with this, because Cole Clark have always said their guitar is built around the system. They use a Spanish heel construction, they use certain woods, and they tune the pickup for their guitars. Each pickup even has some settings for that model. So the question is, how is this going to translate into a completely different guitar? And this is going to be really interesting to see if they've done any work on this. So Baton Rouge have been around for a long time. They were Furk guitars for a while. Oh, Jim got a Boucher SG42. Excellent. Yeah, so it's the Angel 3 BLBL. Alan did the first gig with the new Yamaha FGX3 and was blown away from the pickup. Yeah, as I've said before, Alan, their pickup is kind of based on this, but with a different kind of configuration. Sounds like the guitar does amplify. This Cole Clark sounds amazing. Yeah, this is still my favorite system overall. Gary says the guitar looks incredible. I buy a guitar that looks that good. Love this one. I ordered the Rex preamp by Grace Design to run Strymon effects on my vocals. Yeah, I've seen that. So Grace Design have made a preamp for singers. So you can basically plug guitar effects into the preamp and add them to your voice, which is really interesting. And I'm glad they're doing that for singers now. Is the guitar you're playing Blackwood? Just browsing some deals in the UK. There are some nice deals on the Redwood Blackwood. Yeah, this is all Blackwood. And they do say that they, again, like Gary said, they do say they translate differently through the system. So let's jump over to the other screen. Let me bring this up. So the place where we're seeing these right now is on the Thomann website. And they're actually available right now. So I'm going to show you on that site. Give me 1 second. I don't get much. I do have an affiliate link with Thomann. I don't get much for it, but if you're going to buy anything from Thomann, including this guitar, then please use my link. So I'm going to make myself a bit smaller here because I'm kind of big. And oh, okay, there we go. All right, so go on Thomann and search for Baton Rouge. Now, they don't all have these. I can't even type. Hang on. They don't all have this system. But if you find the one that's around $700, $600, there's two right now. There's a Jumbo and there's a Grand Auditorium. And you're not going to get one for $300 with a pickup because this pickup is worth $400 on its own. But if you keep scrolling down, you will see the one we're looking for. Here, $645. Now, if you're in America, you can order from this site. You'd have to pay the shipping. And the shipping during the pandemic was around $35. It was very affordable. It was crazy. And it was 2-day shipping, $35 from Germany. Now the shipping is $75 because of all this inflation we're having, right? So it's in stock, and this is the guitar. So tell me what you think. I don't know what the heel is. I don't know what the bracing is. It's the same kind of body shape, the cutaway. It's got elixir strings. It's not radically different, you know, from a Cole Clark, I have to say. Looks like this isn't of the actual guitar. It looks like we got a streaky fretboard, which is, you know, on a lot of guitars now. We've got a solid top, a laminate back and sides, I believe, but that could be a good thing. That often means it's more sturdy. You also get nice looking backs with laminate because they can be more selective with how they look. So that back looks fantastic. This is Baton Rouge. Just waiting for these things to load up. I think I'm on the Wi-Fi. There you go. You see inside. Look, it's not Cole Clark. It's Baton Rouge. See that? Obviously, all the tops will vary. This is just stock photographs. Thomann don't tend to put photographs of the actual instrument. Tuners look the same as on the Series 2 Cole Clark, but they're unbranded, I should say. It looks like the back of the neck is a silky satin finish, like I like on the back of the necks, like this guitar has. I noticed that Maton don't do that, and the lower end Martins don't do that. They don't fill the grain in. Look in the photograph, at least, it looks like they've filled the grain in the neck, like Cole Clark do, to be perfectly smooth. And I like that, especially at this price point. So yeah, tuners are the same that Cole Clark use on their Angel 2 and 1, but they're not branded. So it'll be a little bit cheaper tuners, of course, at this price point. There's the cutaway. I mean, I think it looks great, I gotta say. I'm very interested in this guitar. It's got the abalone, but just around the rosette, which I'm a big fan of, if you watch the channel. I have no idea how heavy it is. That'll be interesting to find out. But here's the absolutely crazy thing. Look, when I get to the picture of the pickup system, I thought it was going to be a watered down version of the pickup. I'm going to show all the pictures, and it's taking a while to load them. I mean, that looks beautiful. That looks great. Yeah, when I saw this, I was freaking out. Look at this. This is not a watered down version of the pickup system. This is the pickup system. This is a $400 pickup system. This is the same system that's in the guitar I'm playing today, which I think sounds amazing. I think it's the best sound I've ever had, even better than my other Cole Clark. I love this guitar so much. It's the same system. Now, how will it sound in this guitar? I don't know. But if it sounds as good as this, and this could be your stage guitar with that system, and you can do your percussive stuff on it, bang on it, because you're not so worried about the guitar. It's got the laminate back and sides. It's under $800. You can sort of, bang drum loops on it, and you can gig with it. And then I've talked about stainless steel frets. I still love stainless steel frets, but hey, at this kind of price, you could just replace the guitar every 2 years, right? To sell it on and get another one rather than deal with that. I mean, it might be wasteful, but it's an option at that price point. It's a bone saddle and nut, which is amazing. I don't think it is on. Well, it might be actually on my guitar, but that's still great at this price point. I think it looks fantastic. The bridge is. I'm just seeing if there's any similarities in design. I don't think there is. I mean, this guitar could sound amazing unplugged. It could sound as good or better in certain ways than the Cole Clark if it uses a different construction. How will the pickup translate? Well, that's the question. Well, we don't know the answer to. So there you can see on the headstock there. That's that. Oh, by the way, we're in 4K today, so put your stream on 4K. There's that headstock. So you can see what I mean when they don't fill the grain. That headstock hasn't had the grain filled. And it doesn't matter because you're not touching that. But that's what it looks like when they don't fill the grain on the neck. And that's what the cheaper Taylors, the cheaper Martins do. They don't put grain filler at all. I really like the grain filler on the neck myself. The Maton that's currently being fixed in Australia for me is a bit open pore for my liking. But it looks like this guitar isn't open pore and it's like way cheaper, $2,000 less. So that's amazing. For me, anyway. Tuners look good, although they're unbranded. I mean, I think it looks great. Now, that particular guitar, the top of that particular guitar doesn't look amazing to me, but they're all going to vary because they're all different wood. So if you could find a clean one of these, like that looked great. I mean, I actually think, I think my Cole Clark I'm playing today, I think looks phenomenal. But I think this guitar, a good one of these, could look as good as many of the Cole Clarks out there because the look of the Cole Clarks are very inconsistent because they use so many different kinds of the wood. And, for better or worse, whatever you think about that, a lot of the Cole Clarks do look very different. And that's why it's very important to see photographs of Cole Clarks. But, I mean, look, the price of this guitar, it's $645 plus the $75 shipping. Absolutely amazing. So Auditorium with cutaway, woods by Eco Timber. I don't know much about that. A solid German spruce top, so solid top. Flame maple back and sides, a maple neck. Fingerboard is eucalyptus. Nut width is 46 millimeters. Nut and saddle are bone. Maple binding, not plastic. Pickup system, Cole Clark. Still can't believe that. Blowing my mind here. Machine heads, die cast gold. Strings are they're not even cheap strings. They're Elixir strings. Now, Cole Clark are now using D'Addario strings, but yeah, Elixir strings, not cheap ones. And matte finish, open pore finish. Maple back and sides. My Joe Robinson is maple back and sides, although it's solid. Absolutely amazing. Now I'm so excited for January. I'm so excited for the NAMM show because we're getting lots of acoustic gear. That's why I'm really going. There's loads of acoustic stuff coming. But the most important thing is and by the way, thank you to everyone that, I know I just booked another one of my sessions during the week to help someone choose a modeler for them. And, I love doing those. It's a good way for me to monetize the channel. But, and I do get questions every day and I don't answer them. I tell people to come here to ask your questions here on a Monday or book a session with me. But I am grateful to Julian for reaching out and giving me this tip-off. And I've had a few people give me some tip-offs on gear lately, and I do appreciate that because that's when the community helps each other, I'm usually surfing around websites, but I would never have thought to look at Baton Rouge guitars and seen they're using the Cole Clark pickup. So kudos to Julian for this one and for getting this one in. But it's going to be so exciting at NAMM because we're getting this new, and I can give you, I'll give you some tips. Don't tell anyone I told you this because this is all from tip-offs that people have told me. This community is getting quite amazing for the acoustic guitar stuff. There is going to be a USA-made Martin SC guitar. So the SC13 and the SC custom shop that was like $7,000. There is going to be apparently. From what someone's told me they've seen around, there is going to be a standard version of that guitar. So I have to imagine that's going to be around $3,500. Very thin neck, stage guitar, cutaway, right? There's also going to be this new groundbreaking guitar we've heard about. And I've seen a picture of the name. I don't know if I should say it actually because I don't know if I want to annoy Martin particularly, but it is going to be a GPC and I have seen the name of it. And they also said in this video what the woods are going to be. So I think it's going to be a sustainable wood GPC, possibly with some kind of carbon top. I'm not sure. What would the pickup be? I don't know. Imagine if Cole Clark licensed the pickup to Martin for that guitar. That would make my day. But I don't think that will happen. That might be too much to wish for. But anyway, there's 2 stage guitars right there that are coming at NAMM. I've heard rumors of some others as well. I'm not going to say what they are, but more stage acoustic guitars are coming. And now we also have this in the pile as well. This is getting very exciting for the Performer now. You're getting some good options. A few years ago, Martin stopped making the GPC. A few years ago, you could only get the Cole Clark system in a Cole Clark. And the guitars weren't even as good then as they are now. They've continued to tweak them and make them even better. So the fact of the matter is, in about 4 weeks' time, you're going to have 2 more stage guitar options from Martin. You're going to have this as an option right now for less than $1,000. Who knows what Yamaha are going to have? Maybe they'll have a cutaway version of the Red Label with that Atmosphere system, which is a great system, as you're saying in the chat. This is excellent. We now have options of guitars that are just great stage guitars. No longer do we have to really deal with looking for a guitar and adding the pickup and compromising. Now we can get a guitar at multiple price points. So you can get a Martin colorway for $4,000. You can get this for under $1,000. You can get a Cole Clark for $1,000 to $4,000, whatever you want to spend. We now have the options of these great sounding guitars, and this is making me really excited. This is what I've been waiting for the last 5 years, and that's why I'm so excited about this. Okay, so I'm really happy. I'm really, really, really happy. Yeah. So what do you think of that Baton Rouge? What I want to know is, would you buy one? Are you going to buy one? Are you interested in buying one? This is my question. There's no doubting that the Cole Clark system sounds amazing because it does. So is the thing holding you back the $2,000-$3,000 and the fact that you might not like it. Is this enough to get you to buy one? The fact that it's $645 at plus shipping, that's it? I mean, what can go wrong, right? If it doesn't work out, you can easily sell it as a guitar for $800. You can get your money back. You know, even though no one's buying guitars right now, you can, if you put on the forums that you're selling this guitar with the Cole Clark system in it, and they can try it out for, you know, just get back what you paid for it, you'll get your money back. I know that. So yeah, what do you think? Now I sit and wait for you to answer me in the chat while I play another song. But I'm really, really, really excited for this, and I think it's going to be great. And yeah, I'm excited for people now to have access to all these guitars and things and instruments. I think it's going to be absolutely amazing, and it's very, very cool. I guess another thing is, will they eat into the sales of the Cole Clark? I don't think so, because this is a very special guitar. I think anyone that's going to buy a guitar like this is going to buy this guitar, right? And we still don't know how that guitar is going to feel, how it's going to sound. But that price, I mean, that pickup is a $400 pickup. It was Christmas Eve, babe, in the drunk tank. An old man said to me, won't see another one. And then he sang a song, rare old Mountain Dew. I turned my face away, dreamed about you. Rest in peace, Shane McGowan. You're the lucky one. Came in 18. Got a feeling this year's for me and you. So happy Christmas. I love you, baby. I can see a better time when all our dreams come true. I should have put the capo lower. They got cars big as bars, they got rivers of gold, but the wind goes right through you, it's no place for the old. When you first took my hand on the cold Christmas Eve, you promised me Broadway was waiting for me. You were handsome, you were pretty, queen of New York City. When the band finished playing, they called out for more. Sinatra was swinging, the drunks they were singing. We kissed on the corner and danced through the night. The boys in the NYPD choir was singing, go away, babe. And the bells were ringing out for Christmas Day. The only thing I wish with this guitar is that they would put the stainless steel frets. That's the only thing I wish. This guitar came with stainless steel frets. It's the only complaint I have about this guitar. All right, coming over to the chat. How did you like that Triple O Authentic? I still have it. It's for sale. Very hard to sell those kind of guitars right now, that kind of price point. I really like it. But as I said in my video about authentic Martins, I think I just prefer more modern Martins. The Authentics are amazing. The neck on that guitar is a V-neck, and I don't usually like V-necks, but I love the V-neck on that guitar. I've also played the Clapton recently. A friend of ours on the channel has a Clapton, same neck, really nice feel. I want to say that Triple A Authentic is one of the best Martins I've ever played, and I really mean that. It's incredibly light. It's incredibly resonant. I just prefer the more modern neck overall. You know, I just don't reach for it. But anyone that likes the older Martin thing and the V-neck thing and you know the authentic thing, I think that's probably one of the best ones. It's so light, it's ridiculous because it's not even mahogany, it's rosewood, and it's so light, and that's what I mean about Martin guitars like flapping around, you know, moving around. But that's also why that wouldn't be a good match for a pickup system like this. It's going to go crazy. That's why these guitars sometimes are a bit more overbuilt to withhold all that, you know, sound, if you like. But they're great, and mine is for sale at a very good price if you're interested. I sunk about $7 into that, and I'm going to take $5 for it. Alan says, I bought myself a Christmas present of Gravity Music sheet stand that fixes to the mic stand. It bent and stuck without stuck trying to unfold it. Went back. Gravity Music sheet stand that fixes that. All right. You send it back. Yeah, just use an iPhone or an iPad. Pig and Mix says, I'm quite sensitive to nut width. I like that the Angel 3 is 44, 1/11/16, like the Taylor. Yeah, I gotta admit, I don't, it just doesn't bother me, you know? Like some people get I used to get very into that. If you tell me that one's 1 3/4 and one's 1/11/16, I'm going to tell you that I want 1 3/4 because I got big hands, but I don't think I could actually tell you from the feel necessarily. I mean, I didn't even know what this one is. I assumed this was what the narrow nut, but I think it's such a small thing. I think some people take it a bit too seriously, is my opinion on that. Because I also think it's not just the nut width, it's also the shape of the neck. If you have a thin neck with a narrow nut, the whole thing can feel like a toy. But if you have a fatter neck with a narrow nut, it can offset it well. If you have a fatter neck with a wider nut, it can all feel very, very big, you know? So I think it's the neck, it's more than just the nut width. It's everything combined. Did you try the Quad Cortex captures? I didn't because the DIs weren't there. Yes, have you got DIs? Let me know. I've still got the Quad Cortex. Don't know if I'm going to keep it actually because I'm just so tired of them not releasing updates and I'm not using it. I'm actually thinking about selling it. But if you've got DIs, I will try them out. Yeah, I would also not have noticed if my local dealer hadn't told me about it. Right. So this could be like NAMM type news we're hearing now. Only 4 weeks to NAMM. Can't wait to try the guitar. Those Baton Rouge guitars are Gibson scale length. Okay. Yeah, again, so scale length, you know, I just don't read too much into it. You know, it's amazing. I was playing Elixir strings recently and they add so much tension to the guitar because they've got more tension than the XS strings. I'm back on XS strings now and I love the feel of them. But the Elixirs make everything feel so tight because they have more tension. So sometimes it's not even the scale length, it's the strings that you're using can do this. I mean, the price point is unbeatable, right? Unimaginable to me. It's amazing. Yes, it's made in China, but so are those Yamaha Red Label guitars that are awesome. So that you know that doesn't bother me. Just found out Baton Rouge are German. So German company made in China, I believe. Made from their specs, yeah. I'd like to find out which factory they're made in. Gary's more inclined to try an Angel 3, but the Baton Rouge is intriguing. Well, I do have an Angel for sale, Gary, if you're interested. You could have your Cole Clark refretted. I could, but the one I've gigged for a while, I don't know. I as I said earlier, I particularly like this guitar. The Clapton Martins are great. Yes, that's what you have. That's why. For Christmas time, I bought a set of Chauvet Freedom lights. Yes, you told me about those. Are they successful? Solar, been away from guitars for a while. What's new? Are we still improving IR technology? Been trying some IRs from Kookie's free IR site this week, and it's excellent. But I still think that this sounds better than any IR, in my opinion. What do you think? Yeah, so Gary's, something we don't talk about much on the channel is lighting. Lighting is very important when you're on stage for creating the atmosphere. So Gary got portable lights that are battery powered, rechargeable, right, Gary? So you can actually just dot them around the stage and turn them on. This is very important. I have a strip of lights that I do leave in the car that I can just take in, plug in, and it's a bar that I used to use in here for the live streams. That's enough just to light up a small band, so just to create some sort of ambience. Now in here I use like a strip that sticks to the floor, much more low profile, which I much prefer. I'm trying to make this room empty. Actually, I'd like to make this room well lit and empty with the green screen to the point where I can actually stand up and do a concert on the YouTube channel. That's my goal for this year. Sell so much stuff that I can. I mean, my dream actually is basically to have the computer on a nice, maybe slightly bigger, nice desk. That's it, and it holds everything on that desk. And then the rest of the room is almost empty to the point where I could stand up, move around, have a full green screen behind me lit correctly so there's no bleed like you're seeing here on the stream. Sometimes you see bleed coming through. It's all about the lighting of the screen, you see. And I'd love to do all that and then maybe have an alternative backdrop as well, which is a real backdrop, and then switch between the two and actually do performances and lessons like that. Right now, I'm very limited on space because there's so much stuff around me. That's why I'm trying to downsize as best I can. I think I love the idea of doing some actual concerts, but with a actual rig that's designed for that, not just using this headset like I am today. Solar, yes, I won't go through it again, but go back to the start of this video when we're done and watch the start of the video, and you'll see what I'm saying. Flux says, I'll send over my best DI captures today. Don't sell the QC. The best stuff is coming. I'm going to press them at NAMM. I'll be at NAMM too. But I've been a defender of Quad Cortex from the beginning, or at least for the last 12 months. But this is getting ridiculous, Flux. This is getting ridiculous. But the editor is still in beta. They just released a new plugin that isn't ready for the, because they've just made an old plugin ready for the Quad Cortex with the X name. But the new one that just came out this week doesn't have the X. So now they've got to go back and remake the plugin for the Quad Cortex when it does support the plugins. And it won't support them all at once. They've got to go through them all and update them one by one. They're not adding new amps. They're not adding new effects. It just sits there stagnant. And I know it's still a great unit. It is a great unit. But then we just got the Kemper Player this week. And I'm thinking, well, actually, the Kemper Player has always on tuner. I really want that. App control. I really want that. An even smaller footprint. I really want that, even though there's less buttons and obviously less flexibility. But I just feel lately like the Quad Cortex is such a beta product. The next version is going to be amazing because they're still learning. They're new to this game. And the next version will be so much better. They'll probably make it slightly bigger, put screens on the buttons, make a better power supply, maybe a built-in power supply, etc., etc. This is definitely the test product. And I think it's okay to be on that train if that's what you want to do. I've done it with several products before. But at least update the thing. This is getting ridiculous. Now, hopefully at NAMM, they make a massive update with loads of cool features, and I end up, eating my words. But someone's got to, not someone, plenty of people are saying it. I do feel I need to say it because it's not good. And I don't want to keep defending companies when I don't mean it. I did mean it until like the Kemper Player came out, and I'm like, well, this thing's great. They've actually released another product which is designed for performing musicians, and this thing's awesome. And then what are Neural doing? Releasing another plugin that isn't going to be compatible with the Quad Cortex. This is ridiculous. I'm sorry. That's my rant for today without the red screen. But I will try your because I have that power amp for the Quad Cortex, which is wonderful. Love that power amp. That's why I want the direct profiles. I have dainty hands and do feel it on the thumb overs, but yes, neck profile and how the neck is rolled makes, yes, all that. It's not just the nut width. It's the shape of the neck, the thickness of the neck, the way it's rolled, the nut width, the setup, everything plays into that stuff. Absolutely everything. So come on, so tell me, is anyone going to order the Baton Rouge? There's the question. Let me know what you think as I play another Christmas song. And yes, I'm only doing fingerstyle today. I actually like the amp models in the QC. I think some of them are really good. Some of them are not accurate. Some of them are really accurate. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, over fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. It's hard to sing when you're trying not to sing loud, isn't it? Especially with the headset. A day or two ago, I thought I'd take you right. Then Miss Annie Wright was seated by my side. The horse was lean and lank, his fortune seemed his lot. We got into a rocking band and then we got upset. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. This is why you should practice first. Almost. I almost got it. Come on. Something like that. Okay. Julian says, I think I will wait till my local dealer gets one. Pete Owen says, thank you for singing us. We are welcome. I mean, if I don't do it today, when will I do it? If it works for me, I'll ask for a custom shop, 12 fret parlor. So that's a good question. Are Baton Rouge going to put this in all their models? Is it just going to be the two models? So far, there's the Grand Concert and there's the Jumbo. So it's interesting to get a Jumbo with this system because Cole Clark don't make a Jumbo. This Baton Rouge that I've shown you is in direct competition to their 1 Series Angel guitar, but which is double the price and made in Australia with the same pickup system. But will they put it in all their guitars? Will Cole Clark license it to other brands as well? Just imagine if Taylor and Martin and Gibson had the Cole Clark system. I was actually saying to someone today, maybe they should stop selling guitars altogether at Cole Clark and just build pickups for companies. Imagine if every acoustic guitar with a pickup had the main option was a Cole Clark PG3 system. I mean, I wouldn't be against that, especially if it was tailored towards that guitar. Toman have the Baton Rouge in stock, says Alan. Thinking of ordering it. They have a really good return policy. Just scared I want to keep it. Don't be scared. If it sounds as good as this one, you're going to be in heaven. Where do you live, Alan? Where do you live? I mean, I can buy one, but if I want to return it and have to pay the shipping both ways, at that point, it's not worth it. So if I buy one, right? If I buy one, I say, it's going to be $730 I'm really sure, unless it arrived. I mean, here's the thing: Thomann are really great. When I bought those Harley Benton guitars in the lockdown, they both had issues, and they just paid for both of those issues to be resolved. So the great thing with Thomann is if this guitar shows up with a problem. By the way, there's no case or anything included, which is fair enough because you'll probably use a decent gig bag anyway. If it shows up with a problem, they'll just pay you to take it to your local luthier and have it fixed. So that's great. That's no problem. And like I said, you can easily sell that on. There's going to be someone in the area that's heard of Cole Clark guitars that if you drop $750 on that, is going to say, and you say, I just got it and I want to try it, but I don't need it. I don't play it, whatever. They're going to give you $750. I mean, if you told me you had one of them right now in mint condition, I'd give you $750 for it. Because some people don't want to order from Thomann, but I'm telling you, some deals from Thomann are really good, and some stuff is only available at Thomann, like these guitars at the moment. So, thanks, Eddie. Stardance says, hello, I'm interested in the Cole Clark Fat Lady 2 because I play power sonic, acoustic, and electric pickups. I've been wanting this setup for years. Your guitar sounds great. So what are you saying? Cole Clark Fat... Oh, you want the Dreadnought. I had the Dreadnought. It does sound a little bit better, but it's also unwieldy to me and heavy. I didn't like it that much. But very powerful sounding. But this to me is powerful sounding enough. Also remember, all guitars sound different. And when a pickup is this sensitive, it really represents that guitar. So if you have a fat sounding guitar, I believe this is a very fat sounding guitar acoustically, then that translates through this system because this system is so uber sensitive. I mean, you can hear that the fact that it's picking up the reverb when I talk, when I turn the volume up. Oh, I got water on it. Oops. When I turn the volume up on the guitar, hang on. When I turn the volume up on the guitar and talk, you hear the reverb coming in. There it is, reverb. And that's not from this mic, it's from the guitar. So that's how sensitive the pickup system is. It's quite incredible. But what are you saying? I'm not quite sure. I'm interested in the Cole Clark Fat Lady 2, yes, because I play power sonic acoustic and electric pickups. So you want to get the Cole Clark Fat Lady 2 with the humbucker. That's going to be even heavier, bear in mind. I would personally go for the Angel 2 with the humbucker, but it's up to you. It's up to you. But just bear in mind, the electric pickup does compromise the acoustic tone a little bit because you're adding mass to the top. Whenever you add mass to the top of the acoustic guitar, you are adding weight to that resonate. The top is what resonates, right? So it's going to resonate less. So also, in order to add the humbucker pickup to the guitar, they do reinforce the bridge plate for it, which is also adding more mass and weight. And then you've got the controls as well. So you're adding a fair amount of weight to your guitar to have that humbucker. So that's why I personally would go for the Angel version, because you've got a smaller, lighter guitar to start with. I mean, this to me is a nice weight. It's just under 5 pounds, and that's nice. It's substantial, but not too heavy. But once you add the humbucker to this, the heat, if you hear the hiss, that's the heater coming on. When you add the humbucker to this, it's going to make that well over 5 pounds. Just bear that in mind. Oh, well, Alan's in Germany. There you go. So you can easily return it if you don't want it. Oh, in Portugal. It's free posting to Portugal and free return. It's 699 euros on German site and only 645 Portugal. Okay. I mean, 645 euros, free shipping. Yeah, okay. Give me a call when you got it. I do like your pickup in that Cole Clark. It's the Angel 2. Okay, Angel 2 with the humbucker. Yes, if you're going to use the humbucker and you've got a pedal to run it through like the Boss IR2, then definitely, I would definitely do that. The hard thing you'll find, the hard thing right now is finding a Cole Clark. There's just not many around. And that's also why I jumped on this one when I did, because I thought it looked great and there's just none like this around. So. Trying to think if I've got any more tunes for you. I'm not prepared today. I've been playing them all week, but not fingerstyle. And a lot of the songs I found, a lot of the songs I've been playing are not known. Like I've been playing the Elton John song a lot. But no one knows it. Hang on, too much reverb. I played this the other day, but no one knows the song. Welcome to my Christmas song. I'd like to thank you for the year. I'm sending you this Christmas card to say it's nice to have you here. I'd like to sing about all the things your eyes and mine can see. So hop aboard your turntable, step into Christmas with me, yeah. Step into Christmas, let's get together. We can watch the snow fall forever and ever. Eat, drink, and be merry, come along with me. Come down to Christmas, the admission's free. Original's in D, but that's incredibly hard to sing. So I put it into A. I love the riff. But no one knows this song. I think you know it if you lived in England, but it's amazing how some songs just haven't translated to America. Although I do believe it was #1, so. I do believe it was #1, so. Too much reverb, that's better. Lee says, I know this song very well. Yeah, because you're in England. Yeah. Fairy Tale of New York and Step Into Christmas do not translate well in America, I've found out. Angel 2. Okay, good. Just to know the quad cortex DIs of each channel, the Diesel VH4, Engel Invader, Fender Twin Reverb, Red Bear. Hope you like them. So they are of the real amp, right? The real amp through a load box with no cab. Is that right? If that's the case, I'll try them all out through my cab later on and see how they sound. All right. By the way, there's a B-stock version of the Jumbo, even more affordable. Really? Let's just take a quick look at that Jumbo guitar, because I haven't looked at it yet. Let's turn this thing off. Hang on. Oh, the heater's literally going right now. It's crazy. Good old radiator heat, steam heat. Desktop. All right. So that was the TLM ACEC Flame Maple. Remember, if you're going to buy one, click through my link on all my videos. I'd appreciate it. It doesn't cost you anything to do it. Let's go back and see what the jumbo is like. I just have to find it. Some of these guitars are so cheap. But obviously the ones with this system will not be that price. They're going to be higher priced. I think is it this one? 600? Yes. All right, so look. The jumbo version, if you want a jumbo guitar with a more of a Breedlove cutaway, is 600, 599. And then there's a B stock for 552. So B stock, full warranty, return that may have slight traces. So it has been returned. If you're okay with the used one, I mean, I'd rather just pay the 600 and get a brand new one. But 552, save 50 bucks. And again, the Cole Clark system, 30-day money back guarantee if you're in Europe. And yeah, it's a jumbo. So you might prefer a jumbo guitar. And I think I said earlier, Cole Clark don't make a jumbo guitar. So that's cool. Yeah. Yeah, Alan, yeah. So you could try that, Alan. 552. Oh, dollars. Yeah, you're saying euros. 555 euros, yeah. Incredible. I think if you buy a Cole Clark PG3 system from Cole Clark, it's about $400 or more. So the fact you're getting it in a guitar is amazing. What are you saying over here? I'm quite tempted by the Baton Rouge TLC FJEC Cherry. That's the one we're looking at. Jumbo in name, but not very. They pitch it as a fingerstyle guitar. Need to check their return policy to UK. Yeah, I wouldn't even think about if you're not in Europe or Germany, I wouldn't even think about returning one of these. I think that's going to be a major pain in the butt. I think if you don't like it for whatever reason, then you should just sell it. Because I know the market now is terrible and you can't sell anything. I can't sell anything. I sold the bass last week for what I wanted, which is great. I stuck that out. I got what I wanted for it. This radiator is so loud. Forgive me. You're going to hear that hiss coming through. But I really believe if you buy one of these for around $600, you can easily sell it on to someone on Reverb or whatever and get your money back. I did that with the Harley Bentons. I sold them on and got my money back. No problem. Because they're that affordable. Mix, I don't know what that means. Oh, I had the mic off. I wasn't trying to sing that song. I'll be interested to listen back to the stream later and see what this all sounds like. I'm gonna, just so you know, this is all just ad hoc. You know, I was gonna spend more time on this, but obviously I've been out for the day and things like that. Eventually, I'm gonna have this set up so I can hit a button and have a mix and a loop pedal to do a song, and then hit a button and just go back to talking again, because that's what you really need to do. I'm still working on all that stuff, even though I used to do it, but you know, using the headset and everything is different to actually setting up like for a concert. And today was still meant to be gear chat, not a full-on concert. Baton Rouge say our flat cut jumbo shape is not a typical jumbo size. Interesting. It's smaller. Okay. So it's between. Okay. So it's a slightly bigger auditorium. I think I prefer the look of the chair of the auditorium that I showed you earlier. Real amps taken from direct output. Captor X just holds low. Yeah, I just worry sometimes with these captures and profiles that people are profiling like another modeler. I see that happening now. So someone will buy a good sounding modeler and capture it and sell it as a profile. I don't want that. I want to know, Flux, that you've taken the real amp and made a good capture of that amp. And what I'm hearing back is the direct sound of that amplifier. I'm not interested in loading up captures of modelers. I don't care how good they sound. That's just, I'm not paying for that. Even though you're not charging me, you know what I'm saying. Alan Coleman says the jumbo B stock is only 555 and normally 599. Yes. Okay, well look, I'm gonna order the auditorium. So I'm gonna order it. I'll have it this week and I'm gonna review it. And you know what? If it's really good, I'm gonna use it as I'm gonna use that as my gigging guitar for a while and not gig this guitar because I love this guitar. At that price, I'm gonna use it as my runaround. And if for some reason I don't love it and decide I want this to be my gigging guitar because I love it so much, then I'll just put it on Reverb and get my money back for what I paid for it. It's going to be an easy thing to do. I definitely want to try this out. And maybe someone watching will want to buy it off me anyway. You know, maybe if I decide, hey, it sounds great, but I love this this guitar I'm playing today because I really do. It's probably one of the best guitars I've ever played. And of course, it costs a lot more money than this Baton Rouge. But I'm sure, you know, I'm sure someone watching will want to take it off my hands. I don't think it'll be a problem to sell it at all. Not like these expensive guitars are right now. So I'm going to try one out. I don't think I'm interested in the jumbo. I think I'm interested in the auditorium. I think I'm interested to see how it compares to this Angel 3 and my old Angel 2. Okay. So thank you, Julian, for making me make a purchase that I wouldn't normally have made today. But I'm excited to try it out. All right, let's see if I can sing a song. Yep. 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 Headsets are cool because when you move around as a singer, it doesn't change like it would with a microphone stand. So I'd like to try and use this for concerts on the channel, this headset. But the problem is if you go loud, you can't back off the mic. So you can't ride the microphone and back off the mic. You have to sing softer. And that's a lot harder, especially sitting down. You know what I'm saying? The sleigh bells ring. Are you listening? Down the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight. We're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away is the bluebird, here to stay is a new bird. He sings a love song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he is Farmer Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man. But you can do the job when you're in town. Later on, we'll conspire as we dream by the fire. The face unafraid, the plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland. Later on, we'll conspire as we dream by the fire. To face unafraid the plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter wonderland. Later on, we'll conspire when we dream by the fire, the face unafraid, the plans we made. Walking in a winter wonderland, walking in a winter wonderland, walking in a winter wonderland. That's a very Christmassy chord too. The radiator hiss. Even though I've got this headset on right next to my face, it's still picking up that radiator. It's so loud. And that's why when I had the ToneMaster Pro FR12 cabinet, and when I heard the hiss that I talked about in my video, I thought it was the radiator turning on, but it wasn't. It was the cabinet. It's as loud as that hiss in the radio. It's crazy. Maybe not quite as loud, but pretty loud. And if I turn this mic off by putting it up, you can still just about hear it through the guitar even. It's crazy loud. All right, I got one more Christmas song for you. If these get copyright strikes, I'm going to cut them out of the video. I think YouTube gives you the option now. It will say you've covered this song, and they, if there's any sort of problem, you can just like mute the audio. So if you're watching this back and there's no audio, it's because I cut out a copywritten song. Rexamatic, Merry Christmas, enjoying listening, heading out for a bike ride. It's getting a little warmer in Phoenix, contemplating new guitar purchase tomorrow. It's still at Sweetwater. What is it? Please tell. I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue thinking about you. Decorations are red on a green Christmas tree. Won't be the same, dear, if you're not here with me. And when those blue snowflakes start falling, that's when those blue memories start calling. You'll be doing alright in your Christmas of wine, but I'll have a blue, 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 blue Christmas. You'll be doing alright in your Christmas of wine, but I'll have a blue, 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 blue Christmas. I'll have a blue Christmas, that's certain. And when those blue memories start hurting, you'll be doing alright in your Christmas so wine, but I'll have a blue, 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 blue Christmas. Oh, but I'll have a blue, 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 blue Christmas. Oh, but I have a blue Christmas. Again, something like that. What you got to do is learn these songs in October, so you have plenty of time to learn them before you have to perform them. One really cool thing I did with the Cole Clark this week, my grit. What? One cool thing that I did with this guitar this week is I played this song. And this is something you can only do with this pickup system, right? I played this song. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Everywhere you go, take a look at the 5 and 10. All right. So I played that song. It's got that. Okay, whatever it is. And because the guitar has no finish on it, no gloss, and is so sensitive, so I looped that progression. I then hit the volume boost for the, like when I take a solo. And I made another loop on track B on the Voice Live 3, and I did this on the guitar. Isn't that crazy? See, again, no other system will pick up that amount of body noise. So that, imagine looping that. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Everywhere you go. Take a look at the 5 and 10. Right, while you're playing. It's beginning. So I think that's really cool. Now, not many people at the gig noticed that I did it, but I was standing there thinking, this is awesome. I've got this drum thing going. I'm playing these jazz chords over the top. And then you can always... play these like... over the top. Awesome. So yeah, if I had the loop pedal plugged in, I could demonstrate that, but I don't have it right now. But you know what I'm saying. Other great things you can do with this system. All right. So let's wrap things up then. So basically, I hope you enjoyed today's show. I wanted to come on and see who's around. I know sometimes people are busy. I figure they can watch the stream. You know, we had less viewers, but you can watch the stream back all week long. So I think that's fine. I want to do a Christmas special. I like keeping the routine, and you know, I want to hear what you've been up to. So I'm glad some people got some music-related gifts. I hope you had a nice, relaxing day and enjoyed yourselves today. I'll say as I always do, please subscribe and ring the bell. It's a very exciting time. We're only 4 weeks away from the NAMM show, and I'm going to be there. So subscribe and ring the bell so you'll see whenever I post an update, the video will go live from the NAMM show while I'm there. I'll be here next Monday, of course. I'm here on Mondays at 4 p.m. EST most of the time. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to get that guitar, and I probably won't go live with it, because whenever I go live, I've had this guitar for a while, right? This one I'm playing today. I don't like getting something and jumping on the live stream. Something always goes wrong. That Maton that I showed you a few weeks ago had a problem. It's now being repaired, and I have to make a whole update video on that, to be fair to Maton, because I'm not here to damage companies' products, right? If I don't like something, I'll make a video and tell you what I don't like about it. But it's always from a place of testing and evidence. When you just jump on and go live, if you happen to do something wrong, and make a silly user error, it can really damage a product. So I don't think I'll go live with it as much as I really want to, because a lot of people here will probably enjoy that. I think I'll just make a review and a comparison of it compared to the Cole Clark. And again, not in a way to try to, I mean, Cole Clark are involved in this. I'm not looking to hurt their sales, but I'm so frustrated lately that it's hard to find a Cole Clark to recommend to you to buy anyway. I think this will be a really good way for people to get that system. But will it sound as good? Will it be any good? And that's the video that I want to make. Is it the pickup? Is it the guitar? Is this guitar as good, better, worse? Is it worth checking it out? We'll see. We'll see. I really want to try it, so I'm going to do it. I know it's a lot of money, but I want to try it. And I am very, very confident that I can resell the guitar for what I paid for it. I'm not looking to make money. I just want to make back what I put into it and have the opportunity to make the video as a truly, unbiased presenter. And that's what I'll be able to do. So I'm serious. Like, I'm not, I always say I don't want to sell stuff, but actually, if you watch the channel for a while, if it is anything that I talk about that you want to buy, do send me a message. Even if we do the deal through my Reverb site, I mean, I'd rather do that. If you're on the East Coast, if you're in New York and you want to buy something, that's easy. If you want to do something through Reverb, I would rather do that myself. But at least we know each other, and it just takes another layer of problems out of the equation. So anything that I do mention, I'm not going to go on about it too much, but just always send me an email to the email address that's on all my videos if there is something you're interested in. And if someone wants to buy this guitar when I'm done with the review, I'm certainly open to that, unless I decide I'm going to gig it. But really, I should gig this guitar, because this guitar is just, I just love it. And I think it's important when you do a gig to play a guitar that you really connect with, because people can feel that you're connected with the guitar and not just playing a guitar that's affordable. But for the channel, I really want to try this one out and see, because there's so many $4,000 guitars coming next year, and there's not many guitars at $750 coming that could potentially be this amazing for the performer. And that's why I'm excited to try it. All right, so thanks to Lee for moderating. Thanks for Rosanna for moderating. Thanks to Julian for the information today. Appreciate it. Have a great week, and please let me know what you think about them. Well, I'm going to make a video, so you have to wait for the video, Julian, like everyone else. No, I will shoot you a message, but I want you to watch the video, because I'm going to demo it. I'm going to do comparisons. But like I said, the pickup in here sounds different to my other Cole Clark. These pickups sound different in different guitars. So that's going to be the question. I might decide that I don't like the sound of the pickup in that guitar as much, and it's not good enough for me. I might decide I like it more. It's going to be interesting. I don't think it will be bad, but it's going to be interesting to see how it translates. Thank you, Rosanna. Thanks, everyone. Subscribe and ring the bell. Watch out for videos this week. They're probably going to be some. Don't like to promise, but there probably are going to be some. If not, you're going to have the live stream next Monday. And we are also told that new Martin model is going to be announced before NAMM. So NAMM is 4 weeks away. 4 weeks from now, I'll be in California. So we should hear about the Martin guitar in the next 2 weeks. So lots to talk about with that. I'm really excited to talk about that, whatever it is. And now this is in the equation as well. I'm just excited because acoustic guitarists that play on stage never get stuff for them. It's always another electric guitar pedal. It's always another electric guitar, or even another acoustic guitar. The acoustic electric market is finally getting the attention that I think it deserves, and that's really cool. All right. Yeah, thanks again, Julian. I appreciate it. Thanks to everyone. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.